Howdy all and welcome back. Clearing malfunctions from semi-automatic pistols. There are many techniques for all of this stuff. I'm going to break it down into two that will cover almost all scenarios. So the first one is going to be a click, no bang situation. So I've got snap caps in the gun here. And so I'm at the range and I pull the trigger. I hear the click, I feel the click, but I get no bang. There's no ignition. So what do we want to do? This is where we are going to do tap rack bang. So we're going to tap the magazine firmly. We're going to rack the slide, drive out, and bang. Tap rack bang. This is pretty much a catch-all. It doesn't really matter why the gun didn't go bang. You just want to get that round out, get another one in, and get back in the fight. So as new shooters, there's this tendency to want to stop and diagnose and whatever. Try not to do that. Try to break yourself of that habit early. Doesn't really matter. Just fix it and drive on. Two different approaches to doing this. The more common one you're going to see is using this workspace up here in front of your visual range. So tap, rack, bang, right? But I'm a big fan of doing it in retention. So I'm going to click, oops, right? By doing it in here, if my threat is rapidly approaching, I may need to take the shot from right here, and I can do that, right? So click, bang, right? So practice both ways. If you know that you have lots of distance between yourself and the threat, that's great. Keep them in your eye line. Bang. Fix it. Drive on. But get familiar with the feeling of doing it down here also, because that might need to be the way you need to fix the problem. Now, there's one big, asterisks here on this one, and that is, if you are at an indoor range or a very crowded, outdoor range, there is a small but not impossible chance of having a delayed ignition of the primer, meaning you would get something, it would be like click, bang. It happens. It's not super common, but it happens. If you have immediately click and spit that round out, now that round is going to go bang on the ground. And that might get you sent home for the day, and you might get invited to never come back to that range. So that's a case where give it about a count of 5. So click, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5. And then drive on. All right? Generally, if it doesn't pop by about 5 seconds, you're good. It's a dud round, or it was a light primer strike for whatever reason. Doesn't matter. Spit it out, move on. All right? But, like I say, now if you're at a friend's property or a public space and you're the only one out there, then just get in the habit of click, fix it, and drive on. All right? Try to avoid the habit of wanting to stop and investigate and, oh my God, what's going on? Now, if this happens over and over and over with your gun, something's wrong with the gun and you need to probably take it to a gunsmith and have that fixed. All right? But occasionally you'll get a weirdly hard primer, or something was just funky in the way the round was manufactured, and it just doesn't go bang when it should. And so you just need to spit that sucker out and drive on. All right, the second procedure we're going to cover is kind of a catch-all. So there are specific drills you can do to rectify a specific situation. This one just kind of covers them all. So it might look something like this, a stovepipe, or it might look like a double feed where 2 rounds are trying to go into the chamber at the same time. Whatever the case, whatever the malfunction, this one will generally clear it. All right, so we've fired the gun, and in this case, it went bang, but the brass did not eject all the way out, right? And in this case, I can see it, but maybe I can't because it's inside the gun. Either way, I go to pull the trigger again, and I got nothing. No click at all. Okay? What am I going to do? I'm going to remove the magazine first, because if I don't remove the magazine first, anything I do is going to start trying to feed another round into the chamber, right? So I want to remove the magazine. I'm going to come across the top with the rest of my fingers that are available, grab the slide, 3 racks, going to reinsert the magazine, rack, and bang, right? If you don't remove the magazine before you start trying to fix whatever's wrong with the malfunction, it's going to get worse. So the very first thing you're going to do is strip that magazine out, rack 2, 3, reinsert it. Now you got to put another round in the chamber and drive on. So again, practice this in close. You can do it out here. This one, I really like to go ahead and come in a little closer. I feel stronger in this workspace than I do out here. And because it's going to take a little longer, I think it's good practice to get in to just boom and drive on. Other people will disagree with me, and that's fine. This is just the way I am teaching it. All right, y'all, so incorporate these 2 techniques into your dry practice regimen. Just get familiar with the feeling of doing them. Yes, that was a 38 special brass that I was doing in that last demo. Couldn't find any empty 9 laying around. Get yourself some snap caps. These are Tipton. I like the A-Zoom with the little squishy guy in the place of the primer there. You can even get some super cheap ones like on eBay. They're 3D printed. They're going to wear out. The little case rims are going to get chewed up after a while, but they last a little while. But I like the buy once, cry once idea of just get yourself some nicer ones. The great thing about snap caps, when you've got these in your gun, you know that you don't have live rounds in your gun. There's no such thing as being too safe with your dry practice. Safety, 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 y'all. Do I need to say it more? Safety. So, all right. That's all I got for this one. Until next time, be easy, y'all.